Yeah, it was. We've watched a lot of film and we've done a lot of things in practice through all those losses. I took a little bit different approach with the team in this last loss, and that was as we watched the film, we really highlighted how much we slowed down in the fourth quarter, and we didn't want to do that. We slowed down offensively. We slowed down just with the pace of the game on defense, and it becomes a battle of wills in that quarter, and you got to really fight through, and you got to really continue to compete. So we saw it, which we have previously as well. But what I hit the hardest on with them is this isn't something magical. There's nothing wrong with you. There's not all this stuff going on. It's simply that you have to fight harder in those last 10 minutes than what we're fighting. And the eye in the sky never lies. When you can see that physically on film, and or you can see it visually on film, and then you get into a practice situation, which we got after it, and we ran up and down quite a bit, and then we went right into the fourth quarter, and we stayed on TCU for a large part of our practice the last couple of days to really get over that hump. And really, the emphasis was how hard you have to continue to fight in the fourth quarter. It's not going to be easy, and you can't let up. And you've got to keep doing what got you in that spot. And I think it resonated on a different level, and credit to absolutely, our team, because I cannot say enough, they just keep showing up. And because of that, this win happened tonight.
Coach, you mentioned a few times during Big 12 play you liked your size advantage over other teams, but tonight specifically with Erin, what did you really see that really set her apart for the game that she had?
Oh, we knew going into the game this was not a game where Erin and Brittany could play a lot at the same time because it wasn't a good matchup for us defensively. So we knew that we were going to tag team them a little bit, and then Erin obviously Brittany got in foul trouble, and Erin had to play additional minutes, but they got in foul trouble in the post as well. So we liked, even their core group of 5 players, we felt we had the advantage. So it was a constant for us to continually look inside no matter what. And then they got in real bad foul trouble. And they actually had to move one of their power forwards over to play the 5 down the stretch. And that's really when Erin took off and really went on the scoring run that she had there for us later in the fourth quarter.
And we asked you this week at availability, just kind of, you can talk about the fourth quarter struggles, the different things the team was battling with, but really just to see that win, just to get something in the win column, just get some momentum. How do you feel like this team can use it going forward, both in practice but also at your next game?
Well, we got over the hump. Winning breeds winning, and you're over the hump now. You know what that feels like. One of the things I said in the locker room is everybody's still alive, meaning that, we can work this hard in that quarter and still be okay. And that was the hurdle that we needed to get over, and to understand that it's okay to continue to exert that level of energy, because it's a lot, because we're accounting for some deficiencies in certain areas throughout the game, but we're still right there, so let's go ahead and win it. And so I think that's really the takeaway.
How pleased are you just with the fact that you guys were able to hold Braxton Miller to shoot 1 of 10? And you had talked about it a little bit earlier. They are 61% of their offensive efficiency, and so to have almost half the points that Vivian and Braxton were able to score the last time that you saw them, to see that here today, how impressed are you just with what they were able to do defensively?
Yeah, so Braxton and Vivian account for over 60% of their scoring, and those 2 beat us at Oklahoma State. That we took that to heart. We really felt like that. No one else on their team was in double figures in that game at their place. So if we were going to go down tonight, it wasn't going to be with those 2 beating us. So, and it's proven statistically this deep into the season for them that they don't win when both those kids do not score big for them. Vivian ends up with 22, but she had to battle and fight for those buckets, and she worked her tail off to get those buckets. And then Braxton ends up with 4, so they combine for 26 points, and they normally combine for 50-plus for their team. So that was a huge difference in the game, and really credit to Zuri and Sydney, because they had the assignments all night long on those 2 kids, and they were working really, really hard for them, really, really hard defensively to make their looks really difficult.
Going off that, do you kind of want part of your team's identity to be on the defensive end the rest of the season? Because we talk about the threes in the offense so much. Do you want them to find some of that identity on the defense?
Well, I'm an offensive coach, so I'll never stray away from that. But it's very important that we had a major defensive focus on those 2, and the fact that we touched 90 in the scoring column, that's significant for our team and our group. That is something that that is difficult to do this deep in a season period. And then just with different combinations that we had out there for defense, to your point, to then be able to score offensively. So I'm really proud of them for that.
In the fourth quarter, the last 2 days, we've prided our practices on the fourth quarter. So this is where I really kicked it into gear this game, because this is what we've been working on the last 2 days. We're not going to let the same things keep happening. So the fourth quarter is where we really bought in and fought.
I can just say, like, our team wanted it. Like, we wanted this so bad. I mean, of course, we couldn't have let up. We've been working on it in practice every day. And, I mean, it showed we really wanted this game, and we weren't going to lose this. I mean, we were just fighting out there for all the cancer survivors, and this was just a huge game, so we were not going to let anyone down today.
Sydney, can you just describe the feeling in the locker room there? And we can hear you guys from 2 or 3 walls away.
I mean, you didn't get to see our awesome dance moves. But it was incredible. It was cloud nine. I mean, we've worked so hard for this, ins and out of practice. I mean, we've come with energy every single day. And, yeah, we've taken losses, but we haven't been defeated. And I think that's huge for our team. I think that our leadership's been great through that. And we came together and we pulled it off, and I think I'm thrilled. It was awesome.
Aaron, Brittany goes out with the foul trouble, with fouls, and you kind of seem to take over there for a little bit. Talk about your mentality and kind of what was going through your mind and being able to convert some of those plays down low.
On the offensive end, Coach has just been pushing me to be 2 feet in the paint. When I'm 2 feet in the paint, it's automatic for me. So that's just what I prided myself on this game. And with Brittany out, I know I had to step up to take some of the weight off my other teammates.
Angel, I think it was a career day for you today with 19 points, but we saw you get really aggressive driving the ball inside, and we saw that from you and Sydney and from Cece. Can you just speak to, why you guys, or where that confidence sort of came from you guys today driving inside the lane?
I guess it came from our teammates just believing in each other. And not only that, I mean, all of our coaching staff has, like, drilled it in practice, drilled it. And, like, they believe in us, and they tell us they believe in us. And we knew, like, if we just believed in our team and our coaching staff, like, we would have it. And it really showed off today. And I know, like, we're just believing in each other, and that was the biggest thing.
Sydney, I'd asked Aaron this right after the game. What was the difference maker in tonight's game after being so close over and over and over again, and for you guys to have 31 points in the fourth quarter?
I think a lot of it was toughness. I think a lot of it was body language. That was really intentional for us. Every time we came out of a timeout, we're like, hey, body language. When you come out with energy, high-fiving, encouraging each other, I think that's huge. And I think we realized tonight that it's bigger than basketball. It's bigger than us. And we got to fight along with the cancer survivors, and that was huge. And so I think that was that extra push we need to get over the hump.
Aaron, speaking of that extra push, I mean, how does this sort of help you guys as far as momentum goes and confidence goes, continuing on, just having a taste of what a good win looks like?
This was just a little taste for us. We're fighting for a postseason right now, and this got us over the hump. I feel like it's going to be great things in store for this program in the games coming up. So just be on the lookout for Lady Raider basketball.